Welcome to the Java Cafe, Java fam. Good morning. You're listening to Java with Jimmy.
Good morning, everybody. Good morning. Good morning. Good morning. Today is Thursday, June 23rd, 2022. Got a little extra pep in my step this morning because today we're going to the waterfront. And I'm a little nostalgic today. That's why you see the original hoodie mixed with what we've evolved into. And I'm going to try to get this all out like now today. And so, at 5 o'clock, I'm not an emotional roller coaster mess. And for those of you that are tuning in and don't know what I'm talking about today, Java with Jimmy, after 2.5 years, is going to the waterfront. We're doing Java with Jimmy at the ICA this evening at 5 p.m. There's an after-work social and then a panel at 6:30. And our panel consists of Dr. Joe Betancourt, Sheena Collier, James Morton, and also Reverend Mariama White Hammond. And it's going to be interesting. And some people may wonder, well, why are you doing it on the waterfront? And why are you talking about wellness on the waterfront? Some of our tax dollars help pay for that area. And there's actually, and when we say waterfront, a lot of people go ahead and think the seaport is so much more than the seaport. It's 40 to 41 miles of waterfront from East Boston all the way down until we get ready to enter Quincy. And so, but the seaport is one that has a lot of attention. But our tax dollars did help build that. And also our tax dollars help maintain the other parts of the seaport. So that panel is going to be interesting. Let's go in and see who is in this morning. I already saw my Boston Wild Black sister who's here. Tashad, good to see you this morning. Mama Java, good morning. Good to see you in the room. Kelly, good morning. Good to see you as well. Let me get some music back queued up here. I think I got it right. Good to see you, Kelly, in the room. Kelly, you got to get your t-shirt. We got to figure it out when we're going to meet up. Daryl from Tennessee, good morning. Good to see you in the room, sir. Naraki, beautiful, good morning. Hopefully you got all set with Kamar to get the tickets for tomorrow. Can I tell you all that this morning was one of those miracle mornings where I got up at like 7:50, took care of the face and the teeth and coffee and yeah. But we're at the ICA this evening at 5 o'clock. I'm all over the place. Rena, good morning. Good to see you in the room. Sharon Cornelius, good morning. Good to see you in the room as well. Pastor Marion, good morning. It is definitely thankful. Yeah, don't get me started. It is Thankful Thursday. Tashad, again, good morning. Good to see you in the room. Lasagna, good morning. Tashad said, take me to the water. Why did I automatically start thinking about Tamala Man, take me to the King. We're going to take you to the water, Jesus, to be baptized. So I'm messing. Keys, good morning. Good to see you in the room. See you later for sure. Props, good morning. Listen, and he's sitting up there laughing right now. I know he is. Lasagna, get props. He's Aggie. I love him. But Laney, good morning. Good to see you in the room. Props, as you all know, Props is in Boston. I don't know if we're going to figure out how to see if we can get. Do me a favor, Java with Jimmy fam. If y'all would like to see Props this evening at 5 p.m., in the comments, put we need to see you Props. Mama Java, Put in the comments if you want to see props this evening. Put in the comments. We need to see you props. Anyway, we are definitely yes. Props. People I can't put props on the panel, Jesus. Yes, I think that's going to work. Props. Mama Java said we need to see you props. Lasagna is like right props. Even Pastor Marion even said put you on the panel. So Rena also says we need to see you props. He don't do well with pressure, but you know. Sharon says props McFly, we need to see you. Only if I'm on the panel. Anyway, you ain't gonna be on no panel. But you need to come. I'll leave that right there. Look at all this from this to this, and you're in town. And I know, you know, but anyway, Lasagna said it. We need to see you props. So props, we need to see you this evening at 5 p.m. And just to make sure that you have all the information, make sure you go and register case sensitive at jwj.info/waterfront. I'm having my fun right now because props has already bothered me this morning. He's one of the reasons why I was able to get up because I was really about to put a post up and say, see y'all at 9 o'clock. Speaking of 9 o'clock, we do have a guest coming on at 9 o'clock to talk about the Triggered Project. And you're like, okay, so what's the Triggered Project? Come back at 9 o'clock and find out. Keith Mascow will be with us to talk about it. It's taking place or it's debuting at the Museum of Fine Arts, part of the Roxbury Film Festival. So come back at 9 o'clock. Also, you know, I'm curious to hear your thoughts about the interview with Mayor Michelle Wu yesterday. You know, it it was interesting because, you know, I've been vocal about some frustrations yesterday. But I think I reached out to Keys and asked, and nobody texted me and said I was, you know, riled up or anything. But, you know, wanting to be hold her accountable, hospitably so. And, you know, she gave clarity and answers. And one of the things that I did, you know, have to remember that sometimes with politicians or municipal entities, they put spin on things. And so there was this rumor out that, you know, the mayor cut youth jobs and did not well, she did. So there was so much to try to pack in a half an hour. I'm telling y'all, I'm going through it right now because I got this do-rag on and this hat. Excuse me. All right. Oh, feels so much better. One thing that was said yesterday, and it kind of caught me at a half an hour of trying to get so much out of the mayor, is interesting. But she said something like, we certainly aren't taking it out the overtime budget. And I was like, I heard it, and then it had to move on to the next thing. But I'm curious to hear your thoughts about yesterday for those of you that were able to watch. Alana is on. Alana, good morning. Good to see you in the room. It's been a minute. Good to see you. Pastor Marion, that is the plan for me to stream. I'm getting down there bright and early with my laptop. I talked to the production folks and they started talking all this tech stuff. I said, I will bring my laptop. I will sign in and you all can do whatever it is you need to do. I'll give you permission. And so the plan is to stream. Lasagna, you missed it, but you are able to go back and watch it. I'll be honest, I was actually going to recast it this morning, but thanks to props, I got up and we're here. I ain't smoking on the waterfront. Alana's coming. All right, Alana, good to see you. Kamar Naraki, Kamar is in the room. What's up, Kamar? Kamar is having a ball tomorrow evening. And so go to his page to check it out. Kamar is here, has been here with us before. A wonderful session where we learned about him being a man with trans experience. And so go back and check that out. I don't have the date for you to go and search, but just scroll through the videos and Kamar, you remember the date? But check that one out as well. But as far as the one, Shay's coming tonight. Alana, don't mess with me. So listen, a couple of things I want to say, and I hope folks understand when I say it, like, as an event planner or in the midst of having an event, one of the most distracting things is your phone going off with, where is it? What's the address? Where do I park? What time? My phone's going off at 3 o'clock. I will be on Do Not Disturb. And the other thing I wanted to mention as well, because of just getting together with the panelists and whatnot, I might have to be quick with folks and might not be able to, have an in-depth 20-minute conversation. And so, because when I seen the show, flow show, whatever, I was like, that's the only time I'm going to have out there to chill before the panel. But we got to do what we got to do. Like tonight is really going to be interesting. Shut up. Jesus. Yeah. Props, he's going to be in the Seaport. Yes, we'll be in the Seaport. You know what? Anyway, I don't want to drive all the way to Southie. And it's so funny because the old school folks, there was an article that came out this week. Actually, no, I'm sorry, I'm lying. I was talking to one of our panelists, and they were talking about the fact that some people, it's the Seaport, but it's still South Boston. And if you understand South Boston, the history of Black people in South Boston, I understand why there's some reserve. But listen, we, as Conan Harris says, we belong everywhere. Times have changed. And if not before, but it has been changing in this period of race reckoning. And that thing that happened over at Carson Beach with now, some of these young people need their butts whooped. But anyway, I'm not messing with you. Tell MG. Props, I'm not messing with you. Some of these are internal, bro, so folks aren't getting it. Pastor Marion, I know parking is expensive, but one of the things we're going to talk about tonight is access. Because folks, this coalition is definitely working for inclusion and diversity, but how can the coalition work with some of these garages to have, decreased parking, for certain days or whatever? That's an idea. I'm telling you, the questions yeah. The panel's going to be interesting. If you like the water, if you believe in equity and you believe that BIPOC and Black and brown people should be able not only to go any and everywhere, but feel comfortable and safe. Because with all this other stuff going on with these folks out here, so gas is expensive too. Listen, I get it. Lasagna said, exactly, Pastor Marion. Well, here's the other thing. James ain't paying for no everybody's pocket. The devil be rebuked, Rob. But Rob, I might have to, you bring that camera, Jesus. Lord, tonight is going to be, got a cameraman, a videographer. They're going to be, so I'm not manning the cameras and all this. They're going to be real cameramen there. Like this is crazy. I feel my face getting hot. You know what, Props? MGH is going to be there tonight, brother. I'll just leave that right there. Listen, I'm going to get ready to wrap up. Just a little quick shot before we come back at 9 o'clock. We are still, for those of you that are like, I'm seeing Jimmy at 8. As I've mentioned the past couple of days, we're trying the 8 o'clock hour out. As many people are going back to work and not able to watch at 9 a.m., still keeping that level of engagement and building the Java fam and just us coming in and supporting one another. That's why we're here at the 8 o'clock hour. We are coming back at 9 o'clock. And the reason I'm still doing 9 o'clock, because for those of you that have been coming in for 9 o'clock for the past 2.5 years, I want to honor that. And so it's, I was thinking yesterday, I said at some point, I like even hours for shows, to be very honest with you. But we might look at 8:30. That might be a compromise. And remember that you can there's nothing like the live engagement, and interacting, and I'm feeding off of comments, but all the videos are still available. And I still see people, I get notifications of people commenting and interacting after I've been off for a couple of hours. And so that is still an option. But we're figuring it out as we go along. So thank you for your patience. Thank you for your support. Thank you for showing up tonight. I definitely appreciate it. I think that is it for me for now. We are coming back at 9 again with Brother Keith to talk about the Triggered Project that is showing at the MFA. Don't forget our guest from yesterday, Wadi Muhammad, was on. I got a lot of feedback about that session with him yesterday. So don't forget, they're having their event this Saturday on June 25th from 11 a.m. to 3 p.m. And it is taking place at the Martini Memorial Shell Park, which is out in High Park, 1015 Truman Park Highway. So go check that out. Also want to keep you reminded to join the Boston Medical Center for our free screening on the Green event from BMC Cancer Center providers at 818 Harrison Avenue on the lawn in front of the Moakley building. That event is taking place. The free cancer screening, the first one is taking place on July 19th at 818 Harrison Avenue at 1 p.m. They are also having cancer screenings on gastrointestinal cancer screenings on August 24th, and thoracic and lung cancer screenings on September 20th, and breast and cancer screenings in October. So go check that out. The first one is taking place for head and neck. If you remember, we partnered with BMC last year to make sure the word was out about that event. Head and neck is taking place on Tuesday, July 19th. So keep those announcements in mind as well. And also, if you have not registered as of yet, props. Did you go register? There's the link right there. Take a screenshot, do whatever you got to do. Go put your name on the list, you and Katie. And Mother and Mr. Willie, if they want to come too. So I'm going to get ready to wrap up, you guys. I will be back in 40 minutes with Keith Moscow. Thank you all for tuning in this morning. I think I'm all set and caught up with the comments. He's so aggravating. Lasagna, I know. And if it's too much to, I get it. And then we're getting out of it. Oh, and let me also say this. A couple of folks hit me up. It was like, yo, bro, I might have to tip out early because Omarion and Mario is doing their verses tonight. It starts at 9. It starts at 9 o'clock. And as much as we all know and love verses, the competition isn't going to start until 10. And so, also, the other thing I need to keep in mind, and I was supposed to actually, if you all remember, in 2020, we had media buys, and a lot of that was through the wonderful partnership with ASG, ad agency. And so the other day, I get this email that says, hey, there's an event that we're supporting, and we want to know if you would advertise it. And I was like, yeah, absolutely. And so this is ASG's version of tonight's event. And so the other thing I wanted to mention to you all, if you look down on the bottom right, and I wasn't going to mention it until tonight, but since it's out there in their flyer, after the panel is over, the galleries will be open. The summer exhibitions will be open to the public. They do this free on Thursdays anyway, but we wanted to make sure that you knew that this was available to you this evening after the panel is over. So you can check out all their exhibitions there at about 8 o'clock till about 9 o'clock. And then if you leave at 9 o'clock and get to your home at like 9:45, you're going to make the verses because we love them. They don't never start on time. Never. And I ain't advertising nothing else on here, Sharon Cornelius. I know that's why you're not coming, but I'm coming tired, sneakers, and Teresa started walking a couple of days ago, so she's going to make it down here. All right, folks, that is it for me. Props ain't nobody smoking. She said her sneakers were going to be smoking from walking from Worcester. Folks, have a wonderful rest of your morning, rest of your day. If you're not back with us, Sharon is coming. All right, Sharon Cornelius is going to be there in the mother's board. Yes, the mother's board has a special section. You all will have reserved seating there. All right. I will be back at 9 o'clock, everyone. Thank you for tuning in for the 8 o'clock hour. Come back and hear Keith and about the Triggered Project. And we will see you at 9 a.m. If we don't see you at 9 a.m., we hope to see you at 5 p.m. at the After Work Social and then the panel at 6:30 at Java with Jimmy on the Waterfront. Thank you all. Have a great day. Peace.